And we appreciate you joining us here on this almost Friday edition of Weather Impact Now. I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Burchett. Turned out to be a decent day across the Mid-South. We've had a couple of downpours, but right now looks like everybody is dry. That's the way it's going to stay for the rest of the week, into the weekend and next week. We are going into a pattern where rain is going to be kind of hard to find here. So if you got some today, be thankful. That's the big weather impact here as rain chances drop to basically zero. It is going to be a very dry pattern that we're going into. But of course, dry means hot. Temperatures are going to continue to climb this weekend and next week. Heat index next week, 105 to maybe even 110. So it is going to be a very hot stretch of weather as we look ahead. Today's numbers, we made it to 89. That's about average for this time of year. Our normal is 91. Record high is 101, set back in 2022. And of course, no rain officially in Memphis today, but some folks did get a couple of showers. Notice though, we are staying mostly cloudy, kind of hazy out there in East Memphis. 86 the current temperature. Dew point at 70 right now. So of course, that is making it feel a little bit more muggy. And that's right now got the feels like at 91. It's 87 in Clarksdale right now, 86 for Dyersburg, 88 in Corinth. So it's already pretty hot. This is nothing yet, though. Everybody dry right now on the radar. There's some storms out to our west in Arkansas. They've had some pretty strong storms today, but it does not look like those are going to make it here. We did have some very isolated showers earlier down in Lee, Phillips County, close to Helena, West Helena, up to Mariana, Horseshoe Lake areas, and Tunica. Saw a couple of quick downpours earlier this afternoon, but again, for right now, everybody is dry. Dew point again in the 70s, so we're starting to get to that uncomfortable category. When the dew point gets above 70, especially the closer it gets to 75, that's when we are talking about very humid air that of course makes it feel even hotter. This evening, a mix of sunshine and clouds. I can't rule out a little shower somewhere, but all in all, I think it's going to be a mostly dry evening and a mostly dry night. Temperatures just don't cool off much, and this is going to be the trend here, especially as we go into next week. It's going to be very hot during the day, but still pretty warm at night. We only dropped to 76, and with that humidity, it is going to feel even hotter overnight tonight. Partly cloudy, and again, just a very slight chance of a sprinkle. Looks like another mostly cloudy day tomorrow, so it might look a little gloomy at times, but rain chances basically zero tomorrow. There are some areas that could see a slightly better chance of a shower. We'll detail who in just a bit. But even with the cloud cover, we're waking up near 80. We're going to get to near 90 by the afternoon. And of course, humidity makes it feel even hotter. 89 tomorrow, 91 on Saturday. Still expecting kind of that mix of sun and clouds, but a mostly dry day. Dry for Sunday, that's when we're going to see the sunshine pop back out. That's when our heat wave is really going to begin as those highs get to about 93 on Sunday. So overnight tonight, again, I cannot rule out a little sprinkle. Same thing for tomorrow. We left in about a 10% chance of a shower. Best chance of that is going to be north of I-40. So tomorrow night, especially if you're in Blytheville, Caruthersville, Dyersburg, Ripley, Crockett County, there's some rain that's going to be headed off to our north that could sneak in just close enough to provide some of those areas with a quick sprinkle. Again, though, most of us are totally dry. Same thing on Saturday. We're going to watch the same areas. I think Saturday's a mostly dry day, but again, north of I-40, northeast Arkansas, northwest Tennessee is going to have at least a chance of a quick isolated shower. Really though, most of us are dry from here on out for the next 7 to 10 days. If you didn't see rain today, you might not see much more here as we look ahead. Very low rain chances tomorrow and Saturday. And then as we look ahead, the rain chance gets to pretty much zero. So it's going to be very dry, also very hot and humid. Look at the muggy meter. I told you the dew point already about 71. It's going to be closer to that 75 level by the weekend and next week. And when you get the dew point to 75, that's when it's just like miserably humid. You can't hardly breathe. It's so humid outside. That's what's going to be coming in next week. And this is all coming in thanks to what we call a heat dome in the weather world. I know that's one of those buzzwords, but that's kind of what we like to call it here because it is just a dome that sets over us and kind of keeps us hot. Think about it like a pot of boiling water. You put a lid on it it's going to get hotter and hotter in that pot. We're in the pot next week. That's exactly what's going to happen. It all goes back to the placement of the jet stream, which right now is already well to our north. That has us hot. But we get this ridge that develops in the jet stream where the jet stream actually retreats way off to the north, almost into Canada next week. And that puts us in a big ridge or a dome of high pressure. High pressure means hot, high pressure means dry. And that is exactly the pattern we are getting into. As long as that dome stays in place, that ridge of high pressure, it's going to be the same pattern. And I think we are going to be stuck in this pattern for a while. This is the long-range temperature outlook. Even through the 4th of July weekend, temperatures above average. So yes, the heat wave really settles in next week, but it's going to continue possibly into the following week as well. And again, rain totals for the next 7 days, hardly anything. Again, tomorrow and Saturday, there might be an isolated shower or a sprinkle. But most of the rain is going to be off to our north. You see St. Louis, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky. Those are the areas that are going to see rain. We are going to be almost completely dry. And again, this is all going to combine to make for some dangerous heat. Now, this happens every summer in Memphis. If you've lived here long enough, you've seen these heat index values. So I'm not trying to say this is something brand new, but it is the first one we've seen this summer. This is the highest the heat index has been all year. Our bodies are not used to it yet, if our bodies could ever get used to a 108 heat index. But this is a week that you just need to pay extra attention and take care of yourself. By the weekend, heat index already around 100, so it's already going to be very hot this weekend. Next week, even hotter, heat index 105 to 110. So if you do work outside or if you have to be outside, take breaks indoors in the AC or at least in the shade. Stay hydrated. That's the key. Drink plenty of water. You really want to start the night before. If you have to work outside, the more water you can get into your system the night ahead of time, that's going to help you. Kids, pets, we're going to talk about that here a little bit later. Also check in on your friends, family, neighbors, especially someone that might not have good working air conditioning or a neighbor that might not can get around as easy. One phone call to make sure they're okay could really save a life in this kind of heat. So as we look ahead to tomorrow, cloudy, but I think it's a mostly dry day. Very slight chance of a sprinkle, high temperature 89. Saturday also likely going to feature some clouds, maybe some more peaks of sun, 91. And then sunny and dry Sunday, 93 the high. Next week, very hot, very humid, sunny, hardly any chance of rain next week. Actual temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, 96 Monday, 97 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Morning lows near 80. So even at night, we don't really cool off that much. And like we said, the humidity going to make it even worse. Feeling like 105 to 110 next week. And this is likely to continue into the 4th of July weekend. So plan ahead accordingly. And of course, stay hydrated. All right, coming up after the break on Weather Impact Now, we are looking ahead to the next couple of days and the upcoming weekend. Meteorologist Daniel McDonald will help you plan if you're headed out of town. We'll also have some helpful information to help you, your family, your kids, and your pets stay safe in the heat. That's all coming up later in the show on Weather Impact Now. Stay right here. Don't go away.